We are back. Shady Bunch -1. Kiera cannot make it, but she is going to give her side of the story. So, okay, and she will be back. She'll be back for the girl. She'll be back, and the queen is. She always here, in spirit. Period. But yeah. So I
You
just
lucky
wanted.
case that.
Yeah, we met. That's my boo. Y'all already know. It's my bestie from another nasty. But
Not a nasty.
so y'all, I'm RJ Shields. You already know in the building.
JP, you already know that's me.
The honest truth, we're back again. I'm
Not,
tired. I'm
not
not
rap.
ready.
You can't rap.
I'm not,
You couldn't come up with a rhyme, Ernest.
I'm not ready.
You know y'all all do, and I never could think of one.
I just
Y'all be having one every time we film. I can never think of one.
I can never think. I'm like, you know what? I'm just like, it's the honest truth, and today's truth is brought to you by these damn snowflakes that got on my nerves last night. But we're gonna talk about them.
We're gonna talk about everything. I do want to address something before we get into the RHOP recap. I do want to get into something that had the streets buzzing. Okay, let's talk.
Who did this time? What happened?
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Can y'all see my little screen?
Okay, I can see it.
Okay, so Mia versus Candace. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on this because it's just been too much. So I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna read what Mia.
Ernest, look at you liking it.
Oh. I definitely liked it.
He like so Mia tweeted Robin Dixon RHOP. Mia tweeted Robin Dixon RHOP is not nasty. She's real. Now the real Candace, on the other hand, I'm good. Hashtag is Chris getting paid? Nah, Miss Dorothy confirmed. Hashtag unemployment. Okay. Candace responds, now I have specifically made it a point to ignore your handsome ass all season. You claim I'm irrelevant, but can't seem to keep my name out of your mouth. Don't play that victim bully bullshit when I light your ass up again. Do keep my husband's name out your mouth, though. Ooh. I'm gonna let y'all respond, and then I'm gonna go because I have something specifically to say.
I don't understand what the problem.
Oh, you don't understand the problem?
Well, this is what I say. Okay, was Mia being a little messy with going and asking Mama Dorothy about is Chris getting paid and all that? Yes, but it's like at the same time, it's not like they just, even though she did eventually ask her that, it's not like Mia just immediately went to Mama Dorothy and was like, oh, like, so is Chris getting paid? And so is this and that. Like, your mom made it a point to come into this group and tell your business in your marriage. That's the only reason why she felt comfortable. So, I mean, Candace responding initially, I don't really see a problem because, of course, if somebody's asking questions about your marriage, of course, you're going to get defensive.
You're going to have a problem with it.
But however, I just feel like, because her mom is the one who was even volunteering information before a question was ever even asked, I kind of don't understand it. Because it's like you opened that, your mom opened that door. Now, should she have walked in it? Maybe not. But I mean, at the same time, we were all wondering those questions. So, I mean, I personally wouldn't have did it, but I can see her reaction, but I can see her having a reaction, but not just this one. It's a little much.
Ernest.
You need to have that talk with your mama.
Okay, so at first, I'm gonna go in order. I'm gonna go, since we saw the tweet before the episode. When I first saw the tweet, I was like, no, it's okay. It's just Candace doing Candace's. I get it. And we realized they both wasn't seeing it for each other since the trailer. But fast forward to the episode, I do think Mia was being just a little bit. Hold on, I can see the glare in my glasses. Just a little bit messy on Mia's part, but it's one of those things where I even said this last night to a friend of mine. I was like, Mia's not saying anything that we didn't already say. We all knew Dorothy was coming. We all knew what we wanted to add to Dorothy. And I promise you I'm not crazy when I say this, but I was with Giselle last night. That was she said everything I was thinking. I was like, well, why are we all acting
Yeah.
surprised? Why are we acting surprised? Like, yes, I would like to know. These are
I
the
don't even like
questions we
her
want to
ass.
know.
Mhm.
I was so my friend thought I was crazy because I was like, I actually am on Giselle's side this episode because why are we
I
all
don't.
acting so surprised all of a
I will say that, but I will say
sudden?
she has not been. She hasn't been unbearable. Like she
Can I
has.
Like,
say
She's been
something?
tolerable. She's
Well,
been.
like one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
side note though, before you go, Josh. Side note, since I said Giselle's name, I do wish we got the twins footage when Grace was doing her driving lesson because I just know they was laughing. I felt so bad for Grace, but I just knew them twins was cackling. I just wish I could see.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Josh.
Okay, that's my thing too. I forgot to mention it. I don't understand why it's so much smoke for Mia, but Giselle has literally told you to your face, "Oh, your husband is riding your coattail. He needs a job, and this, that, and the third."
To your face.
And even like remember yeah, and even remember that reunion where they wore all white.
Mm-hmm.
Giselle even said then how Mama Dorothy saw her somewhere, came up to her volunteering all kinds of information, and then Giselle proceeded to ask questions, of course. But my thing is with Candace though,
One second, you guys.
you always just she she always like kind of like when it comes to Giselle, it's like, oh, Giselle just, that's just Giselle, Giselle just is, she just like excuses it, like brushes it off. But like when it's Mia, it's all this, oh, yo, handsome ass and yo, pimp and all this other shit. Like then we get like Wendy said, ra-ta-ta-ta, Candace. But you never had that energy with Giselle. It's weird.
First of all, I love Wendy, but Ratata Candace got pow pow powed by Monique last season, so I don't know what
Exactly.
Ratata.
What's up, Ratata?
I
And I
don't
feel
know
like if you're
what
gonna be
that's
Ratata, you gotta know how to fight, bitch. Because
exactly.
clearly,
But it's funny that Candace feels this way when Candace is the one that brought up the colorism issue that she's trying to make a thing. You can't say this, but then give Giselle a pass because Giselle is part of that skin color that you're saying is being treated better than you. So I was confused. I was lost.
Y'all, give me one second. I'm so sorry. Resume it. Okay. So yeah. We addressed Candace and Mia. How I feel about this, I'm gonna say this. Um Candace has this thing where she feels like just because I didn't come for you on the show, I can come for you in my confessionals and it's okay. So my thing is, she wants to know where Mia's getting the smoke from. You've been shading this girl all season. You call her a prostitute. You said her man is her pimp. You said she has big feet. And you also alluded to her being a man. So now you're provoking somebody. And now that you're getting the energy that you asked for, then I'm ready to read and I'm ready. But it's the difference between, I said this in the comments, I don't care who agrees with me, who doesn't, because I don't really give a shit. But it's the difference between shade and being nasty. She doesn't know the difference clearly. And it's like arguing with a 4-year-old. It's like they'll say anything out their mouth because they just don't know how to really like throw a dig correctly and somewhat astute. She's very just like childish. So, and I'm honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't like the bitch. I'm sorry, I don't like her. Get over it. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like how she's cute. She's a cute girl. I'm not gonna take that away from her. She's very cute. But every time I see her, I just wanna
I don't like her. She even looks. She's cute, but she looks evil.
She just looks disgusting.
Now she
I don't
looks
like her. I just don't.
She looks evil. If you look at her, I feel like her and her mom. You look at them in their face and they look evil.
She just like
not
looks like
evil. Not evil.
And light your ass up,
Kiss it from her mom.
You couldn't light Monique up, so I wouldn't be scared.
But how would you? How I want to know how did she light me up? Because all you said was your mother. Ooh.
Handsome. Ooh.
Your mother looks cheap.
First of
all,
and like me and my homegirl Mia Thornton was talking about in the DMs, handsome and rich. Boop.
Handsome. I saw RJ reposted that. I was like, not you reposted it.
Handsome and rich.
Oh Lord. But first of all, Can we get
Can you
into?
pay for floor seats? Can your man pay for floor seats at the Panthers game? Can your man pay for his penthouse apartment? Can he pay for it? We just want to know. The people want to
According,
know. The people want to
according to
know.
Mama Dorothy, no, you can't.
Well, see, here's
Hey,
my
your mama said that, baby.
here's my problem. This was my one
The
problem with
caterer.
that whole scene. Like, no, it wasn't even a caterer. It
Don't
was
do
the fact of no. See, my issue
Not the caterer.
my issue with the video is that
Oh,
you only had
wait, we're gonna get to the
one
video.
prop.
We're gonna get to the video.
I
We're
thought
gonna get
that's
to
a
the video.
safety zone.
No, we gotta start from the beginning. So
Oh,
Karen, we start from the beginning of the episode. Karen is talking about her new candle line, the Dom candles. And
yeah, she has 3 wicks.
she said Wendy only has 1 wick and she has 3 wick. I think that's like fun fitter fodder. I don't think that's shade. I just think like
Yeah, it's fun shade.
it's not like
Yeah, it
It's
wasn't good.
fun shade.
and hopefully she's smart enough to understand that.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
think
Wendy's
she's
fine.
taking it hard.
I was about to say I think Wendy's fine.
4 degrees, she should be all right. So
Wendy can take shade. We know this.
yeah, I think she can take that one. We can glide right past that one. Mia speaks with her mother. I want to know how y'all feel about that. She speaks with her mom about them having a better relationship and them hanging out more, her seeing her kids more, and things like that. What's y'all opinions about that, Ernest?
I love their relationship, and I love what Mia's trying to build and whatnot.
Mhm.
I just worry though that maybe it's just because of the cameras, but I just worry that the mom is. I feel like the mom is trying, but a part of me feels like that side of her is just she's trying to just not go through with this. Like it's just not something she wants to pursue. But then on the other side, she does. She is trying, so I
Yeah.
do appreciate the.
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. And I feel like with her bringing her mom on the show and them talking about certain things, it kind of gives us a glimpse of who Mia is and like why she is the way she is. So I can appreciate that. But it did make me sad listening to her mom, like, tell about like, all the things she went through and how the drug thing came about. It did make me sad.
Yeah.
But I am praying for like a healthy relationship between them going forward.
Me too.
Hopefully the show will help though, because sometimes the show can help.
I think that talking about it is a step. I mean, she's just doing it on camera. I mean, I feel like anybody should want a relationship with their parents. I mean, at least try to. So I think she's doing the best she can. So yeah. Giselle takes Grace to a driving lesson in the parking lot with her Gucci infused car. So
Not you.
that was a
Well,
Fiat.
correction.
It's a Fiat.
Correction, that's not her car. That's not her car.
First of all,
It's so funny.
You're claiming Jamal left his car at your house, so that means you never had a car? I'm confused.
She did have. I don't know what
You
happened.
got a car.
No.
Okay.
Remember, she's using Jamal's car for Grace.
Oh, that's her
No,
car.
but that car is
I won't
in
want
her
that.
car, but she does have a car though.
I don't want a Poochie car.
Giselle's trying to be shady with it. She's trying to say that Grace can drive Jamal's car because it's just not up to par like her cars. You know how Giselle is. You got to read between her lines. That's how I took it. I'm glad Grace got her permit.
And Grace do not feel bad about getting it after 5 times because it took me as many times.
Well,
I relate.
But the difference is I actually knew how to drive, but I was not the whole book, like taking the test. I was not trying to read. I was not trying to read that book. I'm like, I already know what to do when I get behind the wheel. I don't need that book. I failed that test like 5 times. Like
I passed mine on the first time.
So you wanted the lucky one.
I passed on the first time. I was a good memory. Like I had a good memory at that time. I was before I was smoking. So I had a good memory at that time. So now if I took it, probably wouldn't remember anything. But then I was on it. But I had a cone or two.
Ooh.
Like my driving when I'm my driving class at school, I had a cone or two, or 3 or 4.
No.
Okay, so that was a cute scene. Giselle was she was bearable. She was like, I could deal with her. It's just the fashion.
This
She didn't.
episode, because she ain't talk much. She ain't say nothing.
was
I
the
was about to say she
fashion.
didn't really say nothing.
Do you see the sweatshirt with the bedazzled flames with the red boot?
I didn't want to talk about it.
Can we not just?
I
Can
don't
we
want
just,
to talk about
can
it.
we just skip the fashions, please?
I'm like just
We
I just
can't.
ate. I don't want to regurgitate everything I ate. Talk about her fashions. I don't.
like why?
I'd
It's
rather
just
talk
like
about something else.
every time she gets dressed, it's just like why? Why did you put that together? But okay, I digress. It is what it is. She just can't get it. So let's talk about Robin still chasing Juan. Robin goes to see
That baby is not chasing that man.
You sure?
Robin goes to see a warehouse. She
I don't
said
think so.
bedazzled, embellished. What's it called?
It's embezzled, right?
Embezzled.
Don't ask me. I really
No.
don't.
Oh no! I really was being serious.
Embezzled.
Embellished. You
I
kept
really
making me
don't know
say
the
embezzled.
Embezzled. So
I did not
embezzled.
mean to say embezzle. I
She's
did not.
searching for
did
a
not.
embezzled warehouse,
All right, John.
and they're looking. Her and Juan are looking for a space because embezzle is booming. It's flying off the shelves.
Embellished.
Macy's want her. J.C. Penney's want her. Marshall.
Wait. Wait. No. Hold on. What's the actual name?
Your local Quick Trip. It's embellished.
It's embellished.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
got this hat from there.
Oh, you got it from Quick Trip.
Embellished.
We're not gonna play this game.
Quick Trip. Oh, you can get it at your local Exxon, Citgo, Quick Trip.
No, I got this from I got Liz.
Maybe even Heavenly Beauty.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what? Robin said she made $25,000. Let's talk about. Do y'all believe she made $25,000?
Who is buying the hat?
I don't believe.
I've never heard anybody. I promise to God, I've never seen anybody, not an Instagram influencer, nothing. I've never heard nobody say, "Oh, I just got this embellished hat." Who is buying these hats?
RJ, now listen. We won't judge you. Are you a secret shopper of embellished?
I don't have no hat. I don't even. Y'all, my head is. I have a big head, so I don't like my head in hats. So because it makes my ears look big. It's either gonna be the head or the ears with me. So I don't wear hats. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy those hats. I'm good. But even if I did wear hats, those will not be the hats that I would choose to buy because they're very Walmart. They're very like on the go, like pick up at the store type of
What's
hat.
wrong with Walmart? I got my black hat from Walmart.
I mean, I wouldn't do a hat like I'm more. If I was into hats, I would be more like.
I'm just being funny.
I'll do like a football team hat. Like I'll do like a New York fitted or something like that. I just wouldn't go for a cheetah print hat that says bossy on there. I just don't want a bossy hat. Period. She does. In Robin's defense, she does sell clothes too.
Who's buying those?
I think sold out the shelves. She said every time she stopped.
No, I just want to know who's buying them.
And I remember.
I really want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see the customer receipts list. I really do.
Because look,
who
if y'all recall,
is buying these hats and clothes for you?
Let's see, child. Let's look it up. Let's see.
There's no way. I've never seen anybody. I've never heard anybody, not even on social media. Even when you use the little, when you use the hashtags and you go see what people tweeted and stuff and shit. Mm-hmm. I've never seen anybody say, "Oh, look, just got this hat from Embellish."
Got my new Embellish.
I done seen people buy stuff from Monique and her line. I done even seen people buy stuff from Giselle's line. I ain't never seen nobody say, "I just got this new Embellish."
You seen somebody
is signing? Yes, people have.
Yeah,
not recently, but when it came about, people did like order from her for real. But it was in Target.
I just
It
looked at the
was in
site,
Target
y'all.
actually.
I just looked at the site, y'all, and everything is either sold out or on pre-order, and that's been like that for the past maybe year or so.
Lord.
So it's given I don't have the product. So they get to talking about Robin's depression and all this stuff, and how Juan needs to stop trying to coach her and be more uplifting and sensitive and caring, more of a fiance. And he tells her, maybe you should have had a baby girl then. How did y'all feel about
I
that
don't
little
like that.
tidbit? How did y'all feel about the little tidbit?
I didn't like that.
Mm.
I feel like he needs to listen to her, like seriously. If she really does not like the way he's talking to her, if she really wants him to be there for her in a different way, I feel like if he's gonna be her partner, he should definitely take heed to what she's saying.
Period.
I don't like that constant. Oh, maybe you have a baby girl, bitch. You have a baby girl. You're not the one that gotta carry this child and then deliver it. If she don't want to get pregnant again, I completely understand.
Ernest, how you feel about Robin? Robin and Juan's relationship at this point.
Everybody knows how I feel about Juan, but on a serious note, I don't like. I asked this last night.
How do you feel about him?
Huh?
How do you feel about him?
We're not gonna go into that.
Close your legs to married men.
He's not married.
Almost married men.
He's not.
Close your legs to almost married men.
Well, he should close his legs to almost married woman.
Oh, I'm disengaging.
Well, what I was gonna say was, I feel like it's not that Juan wants another child. I feel like, I don't know if y'all ever know, but I know some parents that will literally try because they feel like they're missing out on the other gender. Like people who have a lot of boys, they try for a girl. People who have a lot of girls, they try for a guy. Like my cousin had 4 girls before she said, you know what, if this next one isn't a guy, I'm done. And it was a son, and she was done. So part of me feels like Juan is really more just feeling like what would have, like what if. I don't like that he puts it on Robin though, because like Josh said, the woman has to carry. The woman has to make all these appointments and go through all this stuff, and you have to make sure the woman wants the child. Like, I never believed in just one parent wanting a baby and then being like the other parent should just suck it up. Nah, you both have to be in this child's life.
Period.
You already complained about Robin not being motivated. So what happens when the daughter comes out
I just don't feel the
Robin doesn't want to do
love.
anything?
I just don't feel the love. I don't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know what they got, but I just don't feel the love between them. I just don't feel it. But hey, whatever.
I don't either.
I even feel it between between Candace and Chris. And even though I don't like the heifer, I still feel the love between them. So
yeah, I don't feel it.
Whether it's bought or not,
it's almost like when I say a partnership, I mean like a real deal partnership. Like, you know, when you got a partner in a business, it feels like their relationship is very much a partnership. Like, there's no real love between them. There's no real chemistry.
Juan always ducking like
I think there was love once upon a time, but I feel like over the years, I feel like
why he always ducking?
They've just grown apart.
My thing is,
ducking.
Give me the hat for me.
Oh,
I think
maybe that's a guy thing.
I think Juan just wears a lot because, you know, he's a basketball coach. Coaches always wear hats.
When they showed them pictures on the court, he was not wearing no hat.
Maybe
when it be a game, he'd be dressed up. Maybe like in practice.
Make it make sense. He hiding.
From who?
He hiding from Michael.
You so stupid.
He had from the streets. But anyways, okay, so Candace calls Chris, and I guess she want to talk about her career or lack thereof. And then I guess they talk about the video, and I guess the budget. I don't know. Child, y'all talk about that. I ain't got no more talk for it.
I don't know.
Dead silence.
I don't know.
Dead silence. Dead
Right?
silence like her ticket sales.
So we're on the video now, right? I'm not gonna dive into the girls part. I'm gonna just dive into this video part. I have a problem with, I'm all for low budget. I'm all for it. We gotta start somewhere. She admitted that she's not signed, which was a good move. Not trying to act like she's the next big thing right now. And I get that. My problem though is you had one prop and even that wasn't there. How do you book just one car and we get to the scene? Oh, the car's not coming. That's the only thing y'all was responsible for. Who? I was upset.
The
And then
guys didn't show up.
the guy didn't show up. You
But
called
why
Chris
wouldn't
and
they
all that
take
stuff. And
the
I'm just like,
car that she used in the garage? She said they filmed the garage scene before everything.
that's
So why
what I
wouldn't she
asked.
take that
So whose
car
car was
to
this?
whose job was to take the car from there to there to the parking lot of TJ Maxx?
But you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking?
With the
Since they
wind
had to
busters,
use the,
with the wind busters
you
outside,
know how they had to use the,
breaking leaves.
you know how they had to use the other girls' cars. I feel like they used somebody's car at that garage because I'm just trying to figure out how you have one prop. You literally have one job canvas, and even that couldn't fall. I was disappointed.
I'm just saying,
But
like, I'm all for black business.
as far as that,
I'm all for black people doing what they got to do, especially in music. Being an artist, I will say this: I seen low budget. I seen a low budget film. I mean, I seen a low budget music video be filmed, and it was a little more than that. You didn't even have chairs for the extras. I'm like, girl, you don't know. They don't know where they going. You don't have nobody directing nobody. They just standing on the curb. It's no block off. You got the man with the blower. Just he can get in the frame. I'm like, it's just a lot for me. It was a lot for me. And $10,000, Candace, come on. Candace, girl, come on.
Do you think
I'm not
spent?
Possibly. I mean, I didn't even watch the video, so I don't really know what to say. I don't know.
I didn't watch it either.
She can't dance. She can't dance or shit. She can't dance. And
that was the other thing. I do appreciate her. I appreciate that she's making an effort to do dance classes because, again, do it in your right realm. Don't try to do it just because it looks good because you can't dance.
Yeah.
Studio.
I will say one thing though. I do, even though I will not be partaking in anything that she is putting out. I am happy for her that she is striving to make an effort for the things that she wants out of life. I will say that, and I will be supporting from afar. I will clap for her from afar, but I will not be purchasing anything regarding her music, regarding her not even Lifetime movies.
What if Candy writes?
Huh?
What if Candy writes a song for her? Would you listen?
With the volume all the way down. Yes, because if it is a Candy Birds production, yes, I will. I will tap on it, but I will listen to it with the volume off. Yeah.
When she released her recent song the other day, and they say if you listen with your eyes closed, it sounds great.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta
I mean,
start.
she doesn't have, from what we have heard, because we heard snippets of the song and other songs. When she did a song for Chris, she doesn't sound like a horrible singer. I mean, she's not a vocalist, but she doesn't sound horrible.
By far.
But I mean, I just, because of her nasty attitude, that's the reason why I won't support her like that.
Yeah.
I'll give her this. Minus like the actual singers that were pre-Housewives, she's done better than a lot of housewives at their music. I mean,
yeah, she's putting out a whole album. That says a lot. A lot of girls don't.
It just says a lot. It says a lot. It says, and sometimes it doesn't.
That shows that she's serious about it.
Sometimes it doesn't say.
This ain't no Kim Zolciak. This ain't no Melissa Gorga. Who else sings? Countess Luann.
She seems really passionate about it, and I do like that for her because you do need some type of passion.
You do. I just hope she can turn that passion I hope she can turn it into revenue.
I don't know, people seem to her. She does have fans. I don't know how, but she does have fans, and they seem to be supporting
I
her.
hope it. I hope it
So I'm
can.
pretty sure some type of revenue is coming in.
Because isn't when you the video you have the budget? Isn't the sales supposed to exceed the budget?
Yeah,
I hope it's. I hope it does.
but the album hasn't dropped.
I hope it. I hope
The
it
album hasn't dropped.
drop.
Are you
Drop.
gonna pre-save it? What's the name of it?
Uh,
Andy said it on Watch Amazon. What's the name of it?
Tales from the Crypt.
That is not what it's called. It's called Space something.
Deep Space,
We good.
something like that.
I'm good. We good. Yeah. So enough about the lackluster career. I mean, I'm good on that. Let's talk about Mia Thornton being a little messy. Oh Lord, yeah, just messy. But it's a good messy to me. I mean, I like the mess. I live for it. I think she is doing the assignment.
Why?
Too.
Okay,
So
so
I'm over here texting.
before we got off, we wanted to talk about another thing, the wide body comment from Candy Ass. She told Ashley, she had an argument, in the heated argument, the other episode, she told Ashley have a wide body, big forehead, and stuff like that. And it's just another instance of her being low and just childish and have nothing else to say, thinking that's a read when it's actually pretty derogatory and disgusting. You called her a milkmaid. And people in the comments are very delusional.
That's my. Go ahead.
Very
I'm
delusional.
gonna go after you.
Very delusional because y'all are taking up for her and saying that she's justified in her nasty ass comments. But then when she gets smacked upside her head, y'all be the first one to be like, well, she deserved it. Well, she shouldn't have been running her mouth. Well, she shouldn't have been running her mouth. But tell her stop. Well, tell the bitch to shut up then. Period. Watch her mouth. That's the last time we're gonna say it because at this point it's just like you're saying shit out the side of your neck. You're talking about both sides of your neck. You're saying this, I feel this. You got a big forehead, but I apologize though. But then I'm gonna dumb it down on it, saying I don't really apologize. I ain't talking about her motherhood. I ain't saying her body. It's just a mess. It's all a mess. Get her out of here. Next topic.
My thing is, I just feel like there's so many because her and Ashley don't like each other, and Ashley does throw her insults too. But I just feel like you said earlier, it's like Candace doesn't know the difference between throwing shade and being nasty. There's plenty of other things that you can say to Ashley, but calling her a milkmaid, first of all, that's my thing with the people in the comments. Y'all think, oh, y'all try to justify everything she says. But do y'all even know the meaning of a milkmaid? Do y'all know what a milkmaid is? Do y'all even know what she's trying to say?
No.
And at this point,
Just like what she called
in
her.
their relationship, at this point in their relationship, I get. Yeah, at this point, they're just at the phase where we just don't like each other, and that's fine. But just because you don't like somebody, you don't have to just jump. Why do you jump from zero to calling her a milkmaid? Like, what has she said to you? What has she done to you recently for you to do that?
A milkmaid.
Like, I don't get it. Like, what?
A milkmaid
that's why I say she's so nasty.
A milkmaid is a girl or woman employed to milk dairy cows. Basically, a servant.
And before the original term actually comes from slavery, when a black woman used to breastfeed the masses' children. Mind you, you're married to a white man. Now, if we call you a mammy
or
a house nigga, then what?
Or a concubine.
Then what? And then she be calling Ashley a concubine too. Now, if we call you one of those, then it'll be like, oh, that is so racist and this, that, and the third.
She called Buffy an indentured servant. She sure did. We can go down the list. She still has an issue.
Like her husband.
Still has not issued an apology for wishing death on somebody that actually died. Still has not even sent her condolences to the family. Still has not done none of that. Still hasn't apologized to Monique for saying that she shouldn't be a mother to her kids. That she was a bad example of a mother. She still need to apologize for that. That's why I'm not going to give her anything because she says so many nasty things and she continues to double down on them and pile on more nasty on top of nasty and then want people to feel sympathy or buy a stream a damn song when I can't even bear to look at your face.
Is it true that she had shaded Nikki recently?
She better not want to. She don't want to go that route.
I don't know. I didn't see anything about that.
What? If I find out, share it. But one of
Yo,
the pages that
your whole damn album won't even qualify for 2 of Nicki hits. Ho. Go back to stealing Brandy bars, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, I just can't get behind her. She's just a nasty person to me. It's like I be wanting to give her a chance, but it's just like she's just so nasty. The things that she says, like, it's a fine line between throwing shade and just being so derogatory. She's just like, she really is evil to me. She's a mean-spirited person, and you can see it. You can even see it in her face. She looks evil.
Very much evil.
And you know what's so sad? I actually liked Candace season 3, and I had so much hope for her, but that just went down the drain season after season.
But I should have, when she called Ashley a bed wench, I should have realized it then. When she called her a house trollop, I should have realized it then. It's just
Okay, that one was a response to Ashley.
Well, she did say house daughter, so I'll give her that. But what I will say is,
But she is a house daughter.
damn sure in the housewife.
Because her man is damn sure a house husband, according to her mother. Let's just be clear about that. All these things are coming from your mother.
And her mom alluded last
smoke
night.
For us, make sure you have smoke with Dorothy.
Last night, her mom alluded to them not paying for the house. Subtly, but she alluded to it.
So let's just ask the question. Do y'all think Dorothy is still paying for this house?
Yes. Who works? Who works? Who works? Enough to pay a $250,000 mortgage. Enough to pay a $250,000 mortgage. Who works?
And why I do believe in generational wealth, and I hate when they try to do that. Oh, y'all always talk about generational wealth. Okay, I do believe in generational wealth, but when my child gets to the age of 30 and above, baby, you need to pay for yourself.
Yeah, I'm not paying your bills all your life. No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say like I just would never stop. Like even if you're in your 30s and you need a one-time loan of something, not even a loan that you have to pay back, but if you fall short, you need money for something, I got you. Because at the end of the day, adulthood, I mean, your child never really stops needing you, period. It's gonna always be something, whether it be financial or anything. So if you fall short, you might need a couple $100, or even because Mama Dorothy does have money, a couple $1,000. Okay, fine, but I'm not gonna really be taking care of you. And this is my thing, because she let her talk about everybody else's husband and like Ashley husband and all them. And I get that Michael is very fucking creepy, but I would rather be with Michael getting cheated on and touching people's asses, but him making sure everything's taken care of at home, rather than sitting at home with a grown ass man with no job. Why? It is no reason why you should be sitting with a grown ass man in your house and you asking your mama for money. Ain't no fucking reason you should be.
Ain't no reason.
Okay,
and if you is, that man shouldn't even be able to touch you.
Period.
I don't care what nobody says.
No wonder she don't want to get pregnant. No wonder she don't want to get pregnant. I wouldn't either. For what? For what? So I can financially take care of the baby too, and you? Please. Tell some cooking classes. Where's the cooking classes, Chris? Where the cooking classes at?
Can we talk about
YouTube?
Can we? You know what? I'm going on
searchable. They're not searchable. Right Search now. It. Come on.
I'm going on YouTube right now. What's his name?
People want to know.
Chris Bassett.
Cook.
Chris Bassett Hound chef.
Oh,
if you want to do to-go plates, just say that. You can do a food truck. It's so many things you can do. You can get you a food truck. You're making money. You're making money on the show. You're making money. So why don't
all I see are baseball highlights from a different Chris Bassett. I don't see this man. No, you know what? Because the people gonna think I'm lying.
No,
hold on.
Pull it up.
Do y'all see, look at this? Look at this. Do y'all see Chef anyway?
Do you see Chef Bassett?
I don't see him.
Look it up.
I don't see him.
Chris, we're trying to help you out, bro.
This is all I be. I looked up Chris Bassett chef. Oh wait, my light glaring. Hold on.
Well, maybe I spelled his last name wrong. I spelled it Bassitt. Is that how you spell it?
No. Okay. I
Okay,
had
Okay.
to clear out. This is what I see. This is from 2 years ago. This one is from 11 months ago, and the
Oh,
rest
well,
of
that,
them is
okay. Well,
just.
that's still your point. Still,
All I see is Bravo and Candace. I don't see nothing regarding him or his cooking.
okay. So we're good. We're good. We said what we said. We're good.
okay,
But
all
yeah,
right.
I just feel like
Hold on,
I
y'all.
feel strongly about that.
We might
You
be
found
talking.
something?
We might be
Is
talking
it
too much,
recent?
y'all. We might be
Is it
talking too
recent?
much.
If we are, then I'll stand corrected. But
I don't know if this is him though. I don't know if this is him, y'all. Hold on, wait. Let me make sure because I don't want to speak at a time. Oh yeah, this is him, y'all. So he runs a blog. It's a blog.
that's not what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine, but we ain't talking about no blog.
So he. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a little glary. Hold on. Let me try to turn the. Oh my god! I don't think you can see it. Okay,
No,
look.
it's a little. Okay,
All right.
we see it now.
So it's a blog. He shows you. He gives recipes and details on recipes. I don't. Can you make money off this?
What is it?
Um,
Is
I
it
think
YouTube?
so,
What
but
is
like
it?
it ain't gonna
Candace,
not for
Candace,
no
Candace,
like you
Candace.
said, not for that mortgage, not for the car for
Y'all,
their mortgage.
y'all. All he doing is talking about Candace and the and Real Housewives.
You know what? That's his moneymaker. I can't even say nothing about
That
that.
is sad. He is right on that girl coattail. It's so sad. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you can't make money off this. I mean, the only way he can really make money is if he's charging people subscriptions to get on here, but he's not. It's just free game on how to cook.
Sad, tragic.
Yeah, he has 129 subscribers. He does. Oh, he does. He does reviews on football and baseball. I don't see anything about cooking. So he's a fantasy football like I don't know.
Moving on, RJ, because we tried
Yeah,
enough. It's enough.
that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
We're moving on. What's
Candace, do
next?
better, babe. Do better, babe. And he keeps talking. So he coming from a predominant family. Where's the family, Chris?
I feel like he does, but what's the reason why you always gotta ask your mom for money? Why he can't go ask his family? That's what I don't like. And don't get me wrong, I don't feel like Mama Dorothy is wrong for giving Candace money. At the end of the day, you're gonna help
That's
your
her
child
daughter.
out.
Her daughter.
And Candace is her firstborn. You know how that goes, especially when it be your firstborn. You don't want to help out. But just your child, period.
Wait,
You want to help if your child in
Candace is
need.
the firstborn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these fans really have no
She's got
excuse.
one
There is
foot.
no excuse. For this.
But she was the only child for like a long time, though, like
What
a
happened to
long
the
time, like
kids
10
staying with
years.
them?
I think
The
they was only
kids do
staying for school.
for the yeah for a period of time, went like no long
You know,
time.
Bravo be adding like they jump 2 weeks at a
But
time.
they say he don't even take care of his kids for real.
That's what I heard too. But
I would hope he does because I would just hope.
that's what
It
I
don't
heard.
seem like it because they seem like they felt
Child.
standoffish. I don't know if it was, but it could have been because of the camera. So I don't know, but
I
it
ain't
just
gonna lie,
seemed
the girl doesn't like the cameras. I could tell from day one.
I just feel like.
maybe it is the cameras because it seemed uncomfortable, but it probably is just the cameras.
So how do y'all feel about this episode? What do y'all give it? What out of 1 to 10? How do y'all rate it?
We ain't even
It was
jumped into the video scene. Hold on. We got
what
to talk about
scene?
the video scene.
We addressed everything, right? Mia. Oh well, no, we didn't get into Mia being messy.
We ain't getting
Oh,
to how Candace really deboed everybody's cars and even pay for them. Can I use your car? Can I use your car?
Candace
Can I
just
use
be
your car,
so
please?
exhausted. I just be so exhausted. Like, ugh.
Child,
But she
Karen said,
begged for people cars. She did beg for the cars. And I mean, it was her last option. The cars didn't show up. I guess she claims on Watch What Happens Live, her team dropped the ball. It wasn't Chris. They were supposed to let him know when the cars got there. I didn't know she had a team, but
That's what I was gonna say next. Did y'all saw now, mind you, when the scene first started, y'all only saw like 6 people on that team, right? Plus the dancers. Somebody please tell me when we got to the end of the episode when Chris walked up, where did all those people come from? It just turned into a gang of people. I was like, well, where all y'all came from? And nobody has a car? Interesting.
People from the park that they told to come over there.
Is that what it was? Because
we filming the show. Come over here.
Because I just mean when they got to the final part, when the Housewives was filming and whatnot, I just saw a new person, new group. I'm like, well, damn, where all y'all came from?
Yes, and then she's talking about we need luxury cars. We don't want to film by no Hondas and stuff like. We don't want to film by that. But girl, you need to pay for it. You know, I want to pull my car. I'm like, girl, you put me in the budget. You know about to film on my car.
Shout out to Karen and Scholar for being good friends.
And we'll
Karen talking about something.
We talking about Escalade.
Karen talking about I'm doing this for Candace. I said, no, Karen, charge her. Charge her. She told you to burn eternal hell. Charge the girl.
We get into Escalade. So,
I don't know why.
So Mia.
I don't know why you don't like her.
I ain't with
Escalade. She's a cute girl.
She's cute.
I don't know why you don't like her. I get she can be more, but like she's just a friend. What y'all expect?
Escalade. I don't know how to say
Camille Grammer was a friend. Marlo Hampton
Camille was a diamond holder before she was a friend. She knows the game.
Marlo was never a diamond holder.
Marlo is a peach.
Tanya was never a peach holder.
Never.
Okay, well, Tanya's different. We can't talk about my girl Tanya. I still get mad at Kenya to this day because of Tanya.
So I guess Mia wants to know some questions. So Miss Dorothy, you know, she's running her mouth, you know, telling the business per usual. So Mia asks the burning question that we all want to know: is Chris getting paid as a manager? Because he wasn't even there. So y'all think she went too far by asking that?
The only reason why I say no is because before she even asked the question, Mama Dorothy was already offering information up, unprovoked, unasked.
Mm-hmm. Running her mouth per usual.
I don't think it was messy because again, these are questions we all want to know, sweetie. Like, is he getting paid?
She could have asked worse.
She really could have.
And it's not like she gave it's not like she like how Giselle gave her unsolicited comment about him riding her coattail. Mia didn't get disrespectful or say anything about him. She just asked the question.
And
I will say this was like a side thing for me. I kind of understood. I understood where Wendy was coming from when I saw people was upset when Wendy got upset with Mia over the age thing. If you're not from a Black household, you don't ask a woman her age. We've been taught that from the day up. I don't think Mia was wrong for asking because Mia's just asking questions, but I didn't like the outrage on Wendy about that because I'm like, listen, if you are a Black person, your mom told you don't ask my age.
Yeah, I feel like if Mia came from a like solidified household,
some people don't mind though.
Some people don't. I feel like Mia came from that background of like Black,
especially women. Now.
Yeah,
but that was to me. That was a thing that like back. Now, a lot of people are more comfortable talking about stuff like that. Back then, people I didn't
think it was disrespectful. I didn't think it was disrespectful. And
I ain't see the big deal.
I didn't think it was disrespectful either. I was saying.
Because I was taught the same thing, but it's not. To me, it's not really disrespectful. If you don't, because if Mama Dorothy didn't want to answer, she could have just said like how Winnie mom probably would have replied.
I will say that. I will say shout out to Mama Dorothy. My girl.
She actually guessed it. She was like 54. Like.
That's what I'm saying. I shout out to Dorothy. She looked good for 54.
I think that's what Mia was trying to say.
She's a nice looking woman.
I think Mia was trying to say like you look good.
Mm-hmm. So y'all saw how Mama Dorothy came through with that. It was the outfit for me. My girl be dressing.
I won't go that far, but
okay. Yeah, she looked very presentable.
Y'all so used to these damn models and IG fashions. Y'all don't be getting it.
It's not that. It is not that. It is not that.
Yeah.
She doesn't belong on a runway. She looks good, but she doesn't belong.
You can't say it's not that and then say that. Like you can't say it's not the.
I mean, I would say it was giving a look, but it was like.
I'm not saying. I didn't say she was a runway girl. I didn't say she was going to New York Fashion Week. I just said she looked cute. That's all.
She
Okay?
look cute for a mama, for somebody mama.
Oh Lord. Anyways, go ahead.
I guess.
So yeah, I guess Wendy wants to let Candace. I don't know what she got going on with her long leg ass. She wanna tell somebody. And here come a scholar talking some messy Mia. A scholar, get in the car.
Shut up.
Like, shut up.
Go home.
Like, what are you talking about?
She's cute, but she just doesn't really mesh well to me.
Well, she can't go home because then Candace will have no video.
Like, you on the
Because she would have to-
show. You on the show.
It's
Like,
not
you
even
on the
about a show to me. It's just like, it's not even about that. Y'all heard Dorothy long before Mia asked that question. Y'all heard her just volunteering information.
I think
So why won't she turn around and ask a question? Oh, Mia's so messy. No, bitch, Dorothy is messy.
I think the idea is that I guess they didn't think Mia had to continue the conversation with her. But my thing was Robin did the same thing. My thing was Robin did the same thing though.
Giselle did the same thing. Robin did the same thing. Karen wasn't really fucking with it. But
Karen wasn't.
All I gotta say is though, if your mom did not make it a comfortable space to ask questions, nobody would feel the need to ask questions.
Question wouldn't have been asked.
If she would have been
like, just came there guns blazing asking questions.
Period. If she would have shut me down, like, oh, girl, I ain't answering that. That's their business. Let's leave that alone. If she would have said that, me would have asked no more questions.
Like, honestly,
exactly. But she made the whole thing a topic of conversation, which is why Mia asked.
Honestly, I don't think it was messy. I think it could have been done either way. Yes, she could have walked away, but she's not wrong for asking a question to a person who's giving up all the information regardless.
And somebody gonna do it. Somebody gotta do it. And I feel like me and no, because her man used to be her manager. She know how messy it can get. And she may not want Candace to deal with that.
I think that's the place she was coming from. So I don't think she was being messy.
I don't think
I can see why people would perceive it as messy because she really didn't have to keep it going, but at the same time, I don't think she was being messy.
And what she wasn't throwing shade. She wasn't even throwing shade. She was just asking a general question.
Now, if she said that, then followed it up with Giselle, and even there, Giselle told Mama Dorothy, "Oh, I told Candace Chris riding her coattail." Mia never said anything. That's why I don't understand why you mad at Mia for asking if Chris getting paid, but you ain't mad at Giselle for saying that he riding your coattail. Like, it's not making sense to me.
Selective beef.
But then when it comes to when they do ask her about Giselle, oh, Giselle is just that's just Giselle. That's just Giselle. That's just Giselle and her mess.
That's wrong.
Exactly.
You quick to call colorism. That's wrong. Shoot, you part of the problem.
But got all the smoke for me.
Yeah, I hope Candace ain't bringing up colorism.
Yo, fuck you and your unpaid unemployed us.
No, remember she did that. She did that last episode talking about why I can't come for Ashley. It's because she light skinned. No, come for Giselle too.
No, because you coming for her uterus, bitch. That's why you can't come for her. You coming for a person that just had a fucking baby.
Girl that has paid. It's not even just that. You coming for a girl that has paid you dust all season, and you just want it with her so badly because her friend's not.
And we are not by far taking up for Ashley or defending how she was. Ashley, I hated Ashley back in the day. I used to hate Ashley. She used to get on my fucking nerves. She used to get on my nerves. She used to be messy as hell and always in somebody else's business. I understand that. But my thing is, Ashley was always likable. In some way, form, or fashion, Ashley was somewhat likable and tolerable. But my thing is, the difference between Ashley and Candace, Ashley has a bottom. Candace does not.
In my opinion, that's why I don't understand the whole colorism thing, because when Ashley was the way she was, we hated her.
I was about to say.
We hated Ashley much until she started having kids. We did not like Ashley.
That all-white reunion they had, I was on
that when she first became likable.
I was on Candace's side, that reunion. But she had a little...
Oh, well, yeah.
I was kind of so. I didn't agree with the uterus coming for her uterus thing. I didn't agree with that, but I agree with Candace in the fact that Ashley likes to dish it, but she can't take it. That's what That's what I agree with her in. But I don't agree with Candace going below the belt. And that's the same thing Monique was saying. How you want people to defend you when you keep going below the belt?
And it's like with Ashley would say things, but honestly, I feel like Ashley would say things that were kind of looking back at it now. It's like she would say things that people, number one, really wanted to ask or were too scared to ask. Mm-hmm. And when she did say things, it was almost like she said the things that people were too scared to say. So it bothered people, but she never just really just went below the belt though. Yeah. Candace goes below the belt and she consistently goes there, which is why I can't get into her. And it's like once Ashley was able to go through what she went through with her husband and have kids of her own and see some of the things that she kind of, I feel like it kind of put in perspective some of the things that they would say to her about like being messy. So it's like she kind of like, she's still messy, but she kind of took a step back and, maybe not like she knew her limits. She learned her limits and she apologized and she actually meant her apologies and she changed her behavior. That's the thing. And my thing is with Candace too, even with the whole Monique thing, that's the reason why you even fell out with Monique. And even then when Monique was telling her about, you're turning into how Ashley was, everybody was telling you that. It wasn't like it was just Monique. That's my thing with her too, because Giselle told you the same thing. But it's never no smoke for like people like Giselle or Robin or whatever, but it's always like she just tries to pick and choose who she tries to come for when everybody is saying the same thing.
You know what's sad? Now that you say that, when I think about it, the one time she did have smoke with Giselle, if I remember correctly, Giselle shut her down. And she never came back since.
Oh, after she called her a monster? Yeah.
Yeah. Giselle shut that down, and Miss Thing was on mute for the rest of the time.
Didn't even say a word. But you were right?
Not you let Giselle shut you down, though.
But you the shade.
If it was Ashley or Monique, you would have carried on.
But you give a good, but you the read queen, as you like to put yourself on Twitter. You the queen of reads,
right? But
I don't remember one quote of a read. What's the quote of a read? A queen of reads is somebody I can quote their reads off the back right now. I can't remember it.
Karen,
I remember the disgusting shit you say. Shit. I remember the disgusting
Karen,
things you say out your mouth. And let's talk about
really. You know what I like though about Potomac versus like Atlanta. Like Potomac isn't necessarily the read show. Like it, the reads come more organically. It's not like I'm trying to read you every episode. Like the reads come just. The reads are more comedic.
They're off the cuff, more off the cuff. I feel right.
Because Karen I really feel like it comes to Karen's mind when she be talking about Giselle. She just be reading. I'm like, where did you come up with this from? Hot box, your fiery box that's on fire. How many times it got to be on fire now? Hold on, Karen, wait. But all in all, from the end of the video,
I'm just done with that. I'm done with that heifer. I would never like her. She's ruined it for me. Anybody who continues to support her, that's perfectly fine. Continue to show support and love for her. That's perfectly fine with me. I just won't be doing that. And look, my sister is a big Candace. My sister likes Candace on the show. She does. And we had a debate the other day about it. Because my sister, she's very passive, so she doesn't really agree with the whole physical altercations and fighting and stuff like that. She doesn't really like stuff like that. So, and then what I will say is this: do I feel like people should put their hands on people? No. And I'm not trying to go back, but I feel like this is where it started to get downhill for me. Nobody should ever put their hands on people, but people need to start watching their mouths. And my thing is, like I said earlier, if Mia was that ill type of girl and she felt maybe she had a fucked up day and she was on point that day, and you talk about somebody's mom and if she smacked the shit out you, I'm not about to feel bad for you. Because maybe she won't feeling it that day.
I feel the same way. I kind of feel the same way. Like, honestly, at this age, well, I'm only like 23, but still, I just like as an adult period though, like I wouldn't fight anybody, and I don't really agree with fighting, but it's like at the same time, there's certain things that you can't really say to people. Like people do have triggers. Even if you feel like words don't hurt, words actually do hurt sometimes, and sometimes they do cut deep. And sometimes you can provoke people, and sometimes, like you said, sometimes maybe a bitch want to argue with you one day, but then Today they not feeling it. And
Today
bitch,
I'm
you
not
better shut the
feeling it.
fuck up or I might slap the shit out of you.
I'm not feeling it
And
today.
I feel like people are allowed to
I
have I feel like people are allowed to have that reaction. I don't feel like, you should just go around fighting everybody for any little thing or for saying any little thing. But at the same time, it's only so much you only gonna push a person so far.
There's only so much a bitch can take.
And my thing with Candace is, I feel like even though she does say disrespectful things, you can say what you want to say all day long, but that whole Monique thing, you put your hand in her face.
Good night.
Don't put your. We can argue all day, but don't you? If you even reach within the length of my arm, baby, you better be ready to fight.
And the people want to bring up, oh, this is why me can't handle her reads. That's why she threw the salad. That's why she threw the salad. She can't handle her mouth. We already see it now. Let me tell you something. If a girl basically calls me a it says talk about me all day. Say what you want. Call me a bitch. Call me a prostitute. Say whatever you want to me. But if you bring my husband and call my husband my pimp, do you know what a pimp do? Do you know what a pimp is? Somewhat of an oppressor, or somewhat of an abuser who takes advantage of women. That's the father of her children. You don't understand that because you don't got no kids. Take off the diaper, smell the shit, and come back to reality, ho. Cheap bitch.
Well, I got a question.
I'm
because
sorry, y'all. I just don't like her. I'm sorry. I just don't like her. I don't like her.
Before we move on, I got one more petty question because when I saw it happen, I thought of RJ. Now, RJ this question's for Josh too. Mm-hmm. When y'all saw Chris walk up in his apron, do you think he was actually at an event, or you think he just threw that on to be on the camera?
No, I'm going to say he was cooking at home.
It was given sous chef.
Not sous chef. Well,
Yeah.
I just had to ask. But, all right.
He knew to park that car around the corner.
Boop. That he did.
What kind of car was it? I ain't even peeped.
A Corolla.
You didn't peep. Because he ain't just walk out of nowhere.
What's wrong with Corolla? I drive a Corolla.
First of all, Candace said they up there. Candace said they making millions. She said they made $1 million this year. They hit $1 million with the companies.
What companies?
She said the hair business. All I know.
Her hair business.
She said that. Well, they married now, so that's why he married her. That's why.
Anyway,
coming up next week. Husband.
Not that one.
So coming up next week, real quick, we see. Well, before we get to that part, they talk a little bit more about Mia and her Mia having a sit down. Like, how y'all feel next week's gonna go with that? The sit down conversation.
I think it's good that I like her mamas with the kids. I think Mia kids are beautiful. I like Mia. I think she's very dynamic. I think she's proven every episode why she's a housewife. Love her or hate her, y'all still talking about her. So y'all wonder why she's gonna be back next season because y'all still talking about her. Love her or hate her, that's the type of housewives they want. Whether you like them or not, you're still talking about them. So you're making her more relevant.
Careful with what you're saying. Careful what you're saying, RJ, because you just defended Candace. And you don't even realize it. You just defended her.
But no, Candace is great. I would never take that away. Candace is great for the show. She's a train wreck. She's great for the show.
Not a train wreck.
She's a disaster. Lord. She's a disaster.
And she is, no matter what. Not even that.
She's great for the show.
She belongs on reality. She's a very open person.
Yeah, and for her,
she's very forthcoming.
And for her to always use these big words, and she's so educated and well informed, she's very ghetto.
Very,
I'm sorry.
Very much so.
The video shoot was ghetto. The way you tweet is ghetto. Your husband not having a job, ghetto. Please, girl, bye. The album cover, ghetto.
And of course,
now click that.
And then we have I think this is Giselle's party or whoever party is. We have this party and they're playing this game.
And you ain't see the sneak peek?
Yeah.
It looked a mess. Who else party would that be?
And stop sending your fans in my DMs with the fake messages, because they saying they showing receipts that you sending them over to my page, ho.
Giselle?
No, Candace, let's go.
Oh. Oh, them Candace fans, they something different.
Yeah. So she might want to be quiet. She's sending lists of
But,
bloggers, lists of people who comment frequently on Peach Report page. She's sending a list of people that she want her fans to come after. So yeah, let's go. She's a dirty ass.
No.
She's a hamster rat. She's a hamster. She's really a gutter rat. She's a dust mop. Period. Period. Period.
Well, I saw y'all liked my comment because I was confused as to why Robin was trying to tell Wendy about herself when Robin, you were following right behind them. Oh, Dorothy, what's going on? I kind of want to know this too. So, Robin, this is why Wendy drugged your ass before. Shut up and stop this. It's not even you're not even behind Giselle at this point. You're just speaking just to speak, and you need to shut up.
Do y'all
Real.
think? Do y'all think a scholar will be invited to the reunion?
Yeah.
She's been around a lot. She just ain't for shit. But it's like at the same time, then again, what he gonna ask her?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna play with y'all.
I don't think she's gonna come. Not no shade to Escalade. I'm just saying. I don't think she.
If she don't, I will say this: if she don't at least get invited to watch what happens live, she ain't coming to the reunion.
I don't think she's coming to the reunion. She just don't have a big enough story. There's nothing there to talk about.
Her voice isn't big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't play a major part. Like she was there and she's cute. It's like, oh, it's kind of, but
she was good enough for a confessional, she'll be at the reunion.
I don't think so. I think that was just vanity. You know, oh girl, shut up. We give you confessional. Put on a little red outfit. We got you. Come on home.
But she did look cute in it.
She look good.
She look good. Give her 10.
I like her hair. She has good hair. I like her hair. She dressed better than Candace at her own video shoot. How a random person just look better than the artist? I don't understand.
Maybe she was a full timer, and maybe we saw more of her, like especially like in her family life, then maybe. But
we can see why she's not full time.
She seems boring.
We can see why she's not full time though.
She's boring. I'm sorry. I do like
Follow
her.
The leader.
Boring.
Follow the leader.
Josh, I don't think you like her. But it's okay.
I do like her. She's just boring.
She just follows.
Well, I like the way she's. I like her look. She dresses really nice, and I love it. But she's boring. She doesn't really say anything. Like you don't even engage. And then when you do engage, you're always on the wrong side.
What y'all want her to do?
A handstand.
Yeah.
A cartwheel, backflip, something, girl.
Step it up.
Let us know that you here.
Not a handstand.
You can't just sit there and look cute. And y'all like to call my fave Candy born, but like Candy engages though to a certain extent.
I never
Scholar does not, and RJ be saying it. You know him and Kia be jumping me.
I like Candy in group scenes. I don't like Candy by herself scenes.
Why? I like the family dynamic of it all.
I used to with Mama
because
Joyce.
You get to see her whole life.
With Mama Joyce, I did.
Every aspect, every relationship. I like that.
That's why me as a housewife, though, we see everything. That's why Scholar's
it's nothing.
Like, me is also being met. She can be messy. She can be dynamic. She can talk about her family. She can mix in with the group. She can go against the group. She got to. She can hold her own. Everybody against her. She can hold her own. That's why she's a housewife. The Scholar, follow the leader.